just to express how very sorry they are while the cameras are flashing away. Customer service is here so good, they deal with it ASAP. When you go in or through someone's personal space in Japan, you generally apologize. すいません。ごめんなさい。申し訳ございません。Meow. Meow, meow. Hey guys and girls, it's Kathy Cat, and here from Tokyo, we're going to give you another flashy fashion report. They say in cold countries, there are many words for snow. They say in rainy countries, there are many words for rain. But here in Japan, there are many words to say, I'm sorry. And since there are so many ways to say I'm sorry, we're going to research some of the craziest, maybe even unnecessary or important words and ways to say I'm sorry here in Japan. So let's go! 始まるよ! Press apologies. Now, did that guy cheat on that famous girl? All these kind of gossip things are very much liked abroad, and also in Japan, people like to gossip. People like to know what the big stars and the celebrities are up to. But in Japan, it's on a whole new level. But because, for example, if a baseball player, a famous celebrity, or even an author cheats on his or her significant other, there's a different way to deal with it here in Japan. If a celeb in Japan cheats, it doesn't give them positive publicity of like being in the media again. It actually is featured in a very negative way. There's gonna be a press conference, and they and even maybe their lawyer or their manager will have to apologize in front of a big crowd of reporters saying, この度はお騒がせして申し訳ございませんでした. And then they hold this pose for a while to say how very, very sorry they are. These types of press conferences are called shazai, kaiken. And these ones are press apology conferences that are getting called in not just for celebrities, also if, for example, a big company does some kind of tax fraud, they have to do the exact same thing. Again, call in a big press conference, call all the reporters, and then they again apologize, and then they bend over in 90 degrees to say how sorry they are. And then they keep that for a while just to express how very sorry they are while the cameras are flashing away.
よろしくお願いします。
Now, why do Japanese people do that? One of the reasons I found online is because the customer is God. Not king, but God. No, why do Japanese people do that? One of the reasons is お客様は神様. The customer is God. You might like that celeb on TV, so you're not directly maybe a customer of their goods that they have, but in a way you might be a fan, you might be disappointed by what happened, so they're apologizing. Same thing for companies. They might be supplying your electricity, or they might be supplying your electricity in the future, and again, they're saying sorry and get it out of the way. Maybe that's Japan's way of just, extinguishing the fire quickly. And that's probably another reason why the customer service is here so good. They deal with it ASAP. If you watch some Japanese YouTubers, and I don't mean foreigners who live in Japan, but Japanese YouTubers, you might actually have seen that pattern. They'll dress casually, they have their hair and makeup crazy, they don't care about anything, or they look like they don't care about anything, but once they do a video that is very, very controversial, or maybe cheat, which, for example, one of the bigger YouTuber has done, he cheated and at the same time was dating a minor, they will do the same thing. They will put on suits and they will do the full-on apology, maybe even go down on their knees and apologize. Even though they're YouTubers, in these situations, they do the proper apology like in the media in Japan. Personal space. Now, in big cities like Tokyo here, a lot of people are living in a very crowded area. The stores and the trains are very crowded, but generally Japanese people have a strong feeling of someone's personal space. Remember the hand sword that we had in one of the other videos? すみません、前を通ります。失礼します。すみません。ごめんなさい。はい、すみません。ごめんなさい。When you go in or through someone's personal space in Japan, you generally apologize. And the hand sword is convenient because in the old days, it used to show like, hey, I have no weapon in my hand, I am harmless, I'm a good person, I'm sorry I'm coming so close to you. The personal space thing also happens for things like buildings. In case you walk into someone's room, someone's building, or an office that isn't yours, you go in saying, 失礼します. So, sorry for entering. And then generally the person on the inside will say, どうぞ入りください, meaning come on in. Japanese people are very good at sensing the other person's emotion, thinking, would that person feel annoyed or uncomfortable if I came too close to them or walked into their room without saying anything? These kind of things are getting put into consideration, and I must say, I personally like that. In Japan, there are many things that actually value personal space, such as karaoke places where you can just sing by yourself, or Ichiran, some of the ramen places where you get a seat just for one person, so you don't get bothered by other people and they can't bother you. I mean, think about it. Who likes it if someone pushes past them in the store or in the train? No one does. So if you say just a nice little word saying, hey, sorry, I'm going to walk behind you or walk in front of you or just walk in your personal space, that little word, it changes everything. It makes everything so much better. Thank you. Now, these ways to apologize kind of make sense, but there are a couple of ways to apologize here in Japan that don't quite make sense from the view of a foreigner in Japan straight away. You might have to go to a government office or building or similar to get some paperwork sorted for yourself. I do too. You get a little piece of paper or maybe you write down your name and then you sit down, you wait for a little bit and then they do the announcement. Dun 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 dun. 11番のお待ちのカティキャット様、カティキャット様、大変お待たせしました。申し訳ありませんが、3番の窓口にお越しください。はいはいはい。Yay. And this one means the ticket number 11 for Cathy Cat. We're so sorry for having you wait for such a long time. Would you mind coming over to counter number 3? The other day I was in the train and then an announcement on the train went off saying, 皆様、この先の新宿駅で急病人が出てきました。じゃないよね。この先の新宿駅で急病人がいるとの連絡がありました。お急ぎのところ、お客様には大変ご迷惑をおかけいたします。申し訳ます。もうしばらくお待ちくださいませ。And that means like an announcement to all passengers at Shinjuku Station. One of our passengers got ill. We are very sorry for the trouble and for bothering you, even though we know you are very, very busy, but we'll have to wait a little bit longer until we can maybe go on to Shinjuku Station. But I wasn't bothered at all. Actually, go on, help that person, please. There are a couple of apologies in Japan that really surprised me. For example, if you had the conveni and the clerk while they're serving you knocks over an item next to them and falls in their direction and they say sorry to me. I didn't even touch anything. I wasn't bothered by them knocking over that, popcorn bag or whatever it was. I'm just really surprised that they apologized to me. Or similar, for example, if you go to a restaurant and someone drops a plate in the kitchen, they will apologize to all the guests for the noise. But abroad, would maybe applaud them and say, hey, tough day. But all these types of apologizing here in Japan have a reason and they show a lot about Japanese culture, a lot about not bothering other people, about caring about other people, and creating group harmony for everyone here. A simple word like I'm sorry can make all the change. And I must say I like it. I think this Japanese politeness and kindness is a great thing for, creating a harmonious or more harmonious life here in Japan. I personally do the same when we're filming and someone is stopping to not go in front of the camera. I say, sorry, and please go ahead, that kind of thing. We're obstructing their life, and we want to have everyone have a smooth day. So, what do you think about these apologies that we were talking about today? Let me know in the comments down below. Awesome to hear from you guys. Also, don't forget to push the like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you soon for more content here from Tokyo. See you guys. Bye. Sorry.